Have you ever imagined an official account like Netflix suddenly diving into the Taekook dynamic? At first, this post looked like normal promotion. But if you're observant, one small detail immediately made ARMYs worldwide lose their focus. Netflix explicitly mentioned Taehyung and Jungkook's names, even claiming to have a strong opinion about them. The question is, what exactly did Netflix know when they filmed with BTS in LA? And believe it or not, the hidden evidence is slowly unfolding. Hello K-pop lovers! Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel, the perfect place where we share heartwarming moments and interesting stories about Taehyung and Jungkook that always manage to make ARMYs lose their focus. It all started with a shocking post that suddenly went viral on social media. The official Netflix account unexpectedly made a post that fans never anticipated. Usually, if a massive brand wants to grab the fandom's attention, they will call out the group's name as a whole or greet ARMYs generally. But this time, Netflix made a very different and bold maneuver. They specifically and intentionally wrote V and Jungkook's names in the caption. Netflix even added a statement saying they have a very strong opinion about our two beloved members. This sentence, which seemed to hold a profound hidden meaning, naturally sent the entire virtual world into an absolute frenzy. Many netizens immediately started wondering, what is the true meaning behind this incredibly mysterious post? Is this merely a clever marketing strategy, or is there a massive secret about Taekook's closeness that has not been fully revealed yet? This fact surely makes everyone curious. To truly understand the context of this shocking Netflix post, we have to turn back time just a little bit. Back then, all the BTS members were in Los Angeles for an important documentary project. During the filming process in America, the Netflix team was obviously right there documenting their daily activities. Well, this is exactly where the biggest suspicions from fans began to rise to the surface. As the people who recorded every behind-the-scenes moment, they definitely saw things that were never officially broadcasted. Natural interactions without a script, spontaneous jokes during break times, and warm moments between the members must have been clearly captured by their rolling cameras. There is a very strong suspicion that while in Los Angeles, there were so many intense interactions between Taehyung and Jungkook caught on camera but ultimately deliberately cut from the final film. This deleted footage is the main key to our intriguing puzzle today. So, what kind of moments were actually hidden by the staff? Why did Netflix feel the need to make a public statement that they have a very strong opinion about Taekook? Isn't that a slightly too bold move for an official platform? The answer might just lie in a few video clips that observant ARMYs managed to save and compile. If we look much closer at the behind-the-scenes footage, there is a very unique interaction pattern between the two of them. Amidst the busy filming atmosphere, Taehyung and Jungkook are often caught on camera creating their own little private world, eyes locking onto each other, subtle but meaningful smiles, and highly natural protective gestures towards one another. These are the exact moments believed to have left the Netflix team both amazed and confused when they entered the editing room. They had to choose which ones were safe to air, and which were perhaps a bit too intimate to be shown to the rest of the outside world. The strongest piece of evidence supporting this theory is a short video clip by the swimming pool that is being heavily discussed again. At first, the vibe looks relaxed like a vacation with the other members. Jungkook seems to be enjoying the water while having a light conversation. But suddenly, there is a scene transition that feels weird and not smooth at all. Just as Taehyung is seen walking closer towards Jungkook with his signature intense gaze, the video is abruptly cut off just like that. This extremely rough edit triggered many major question marks among the fans. Why did that specific scene have to be deleted so suddenly? Especially since, in the seconds right before the video was cut, the aura and tension between the two of them felt so remarkably strong and emotional. Many speculate that the following moments might have displayed a closeness that was simply too real, forcing the editors to censor it to protect their privacy from the public. It is not just the swimming pool incident that grabs our attention today. There is another equally shocking moment when the members gathered to eat together. Initially, their seating arrangement looked quite normal with a fairly wide gap between each other. V and Jungkook weren't even sitting next to each other at the very beginning of the scene. But, what caused a massive uproar is what happened when the camera panned back to their dining table. Without any explanation or clear transition, their seating positions drastically changed. Suddenly, the entire space between Taehyung and Jungkook completely vanished. They were sitting extremely close together, almost as if an invisible magnet was pulling the two of them to constantly stay near each other. This drastic and unrecorded shift in position makes ARMYs increasingly convinced that a lot of sweet puzzle pieces were intentionally removed by Netflix from our screens for one specific and highly secretive reason. Realizing all these oddities, the post from the official Netflix account slowly starts to make sense. When they boldly claim to have a very strong opinion about V and Jungkook, it feels like that statement is not just empty talk. Netflix, through their entire production team on the ground, became eyewitnesses to the dynamics of Taekook's relationship that is usually so hard for the public to access. They spent days with BTS, observing every behavioral detail through their camera lenses. They saw how these two people always seek each other out in the middle of a busy crowd, and how those protective gestures appear naturally without needing to be fabricated. It is truly no wonder that in the end, Netflix could not hold themselves back from commenting, even if only through one short, implied post. They know very well there is an inseparable bond there. A wonderfully strong, special bond that simultaneously must be protected from the excessively harsh media glare. Of course, the agency has strict standard operating procedures regarding what images can be released to the public. The hard decision to censor or cut scenes that overly expose Taekook's closeness must be based on considerations for their privacy. Big Hit has always been very protective of their artists, ensuring that their personal boundaries are respected. But precisely because of this heavy censorship, our curiosity as viewers only burns brighter. If the tiny moments that manage to slip onto the screen are enough to make our hearts flutter and smile, then what kind of highly intimate moments were never allowed to leave the editing room? This is the thought that keeps fans awake at night. We constantly wonder about the depth of their connection behind closed doors. Knowing that a giant platform like Netflix has seen the unfiltered version of their friendship only adds more fuel to the theories. It proves that there is indeed so much more than what meets the eye. Netflix seemed to give us a very subtle hint, a quiet nod confirming that what many ARMYs have believed all this time is not just a mere hallucination. There is a warm reality behind the scenes that is simply too precious to be turned into just another mass viewing content. It is fascinating how a single social media caption can unravel so many hidden layers of a relationship. The person handling the Netflix account probably could not contain their awe after watching the raw footage. They wanted to acknowledge Taekook's undeniable chemistry without directly violating any non-disclosure agreements with the agency. By stating they have a strong opinion, they successfully validated millions of fans while maintaining a safe professional distance. And thinking about the sweet secrets kept tightly by the staff makes our emotional connection to them grow stronger. We feel like we are part of an exclusive club that understands the silent language between the two. Ultimately, the big mystery behind this Netflix post proves one important thing to us. Way beyond the glaring spotlights of the glamorous stage, the unique dynamic between Taehyung and Jungkook holds emotional layers that are far deeper and more meaningful than what we can clearly see. They have practically grown up together, navigating the immense pressures of global fame side by side. It is only natural that their bond has evolved into something special and unbreakable. Netflix might have caught a brief glimpse of that beautiful truth, and then was forced to tuck it away again to respect our idols' boundaries and privacy. But hey, it is exactly these wonderful, tiny hidden details that always ensure we never get bored following the heartwarming journey of their friendship. Every stolen glance and censored moment only makes us appreciate their genuine connection even more. It is a beautiful reminder that some moments are meant to be cherished in private. Now that we have unpacked all these fascinating clues, it is finally your turn to share your thoughts. What do you guys think about the swimming pool theory and the vanishing gap at the dinner table earlier? Do you agree that the Netflix crew actually knows a massive secret that we do not? How do you feel knowing that there might be hours of unseen footage locked away in some editing room vault? Please do not hesitate to pour out all your theories and honest feelings in the comments section below. We love reading through your perspectives and discussing these sweet details together as a community. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Taekook dynamic, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss our next video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Taekook Diary. Until next time, stay happy, stay curious, and we will see you very soon in the next one.